Imagine standing before a structure that's been standing for over 4,500 years, with blocks weighing up to 80 tons stacked higher than modern buildings. The big question isn't just why the pyramids of Giza were built, but how on earth did the ancient Egyptians move those stones without the technology we have today? Well, the answer might surprise you, and it has a lot to do with water. First, let's set the stage. The Giza complex is not just one pyramid but a trio: the Great Pyramid of Khufu, the Pyramid of Khafre, and the smaller, but equally remarkable, Pyramid of Menkaure. Each of these massive structures was built for a different pharaoh, Khufu, his son Khafre, and his grandson Menkaure, over a span of several decades. Together, they create one of the world's most iconic landscapes and symbolize the strength, unity, and cosmic vision of ancient Egypt. The oldest pyramid of the complex is the Great Pyramid of Khufu. Built around 2550 BC, the pyramid was commissioned as a grand tomb. It took an astonishing 20 years to complete, requiring a workforce of as many as 20,000 to 30,000 skilled laborers, architects, and builders, not slaves as often portrayed, but organized laborers who lived in nearby camps with their families and had regular meals and rest breaks. But why such a massive undertaking for a tomb? For the ancient Egyptians, these pyramids were more than final resting places. They were monumental bridges to the afterlife, filled with riches, treasures, and symbols to guide the deceased pharaoh's spirit safely to eternity. These structures symbolized power, reverence, and a connection to the divine. But how do you build something so massive with the limited tools available over 4,000 years ago? Let's explore the leading theories and recent archaeological evidence that may finally unlock the mystery. Theory 1. The ramp theory. One of the longest-standing theories is the ramp theory, which suggests that a massive straight or spiral ramp was built to drag stones to higher levels. This could explain how they lifted massive stones to the pyramid's peak, though it would have required extensive resources and adjustments as the pyramid rose. Theory 2. The internal spiral ramp theory. Another theory proposes that the pyramid itself contained a spiral ramp within its walls, wrapping around its internal structure. This hidden ramp would have allowed workers to move stones to the top with less effort while leaving minimal external traces. Lastly, Theory 3, the water theory. Recent archaeological evidence suggests Egyptians may have built a series of canals and water channels leading up to the construction site, creating a primitive but effective hydraulic system. This allowed them to use water to not only transport the stones, but also to position them precisely as they built layer upon layer. What do you think? Could it really have been as straightforward as water and sand, or perhaps it's a combination of all three theories? Let us know in the comments. So, after hearing how they build them and how, you may wonder what lies inside these colossal structures. The Great Pyramid, for example, has three main chambers: the King's Chamber, the Queen's Chamber, and an unfinished underground chamber. Narrow passages lead to these rooms, which would have been sealed after burial. But here's the fascinating part. Ancient hieroglyphs depict that these tombs weren't just empty rooms. They were believed to be portals filled with treasures, mummified bodies, and even traps to protect the pharaoh's passage to the afterlife. Imagine stepping into one of these chambers. What thoughts would cross your mind as you looked at ancient carvings guiding the pharaoh's soul? And now, what can we take away from the builders of the Pyramids of Giza? Lesson 1. Appreciate efforts. The pyramids remind us that greatness isn't built alone. So next time you're part of a big endeavor, remember that every hand matters. Appreciate the teamwork and recognize the value each person brings to the table, just as the Egyptians respected and cared for their workforce. Imagine you're working on launching a small business. There's a lot on your plate: designing the product, planning logistics, marketing, and connecting with customers. Rather than going it alone, you recruit friends or family to help with different tasks. As you hit milestones together, you see how each person's unique talents make your vision a reality. Just like the pyramids, which were built by the hands of many, your success becomes a collective triumph. When you appreciate each person's role, you're not just building a business. You're building a legacy of shared effort. In the end, appreciation has almost become a relic of ancient times. Many people today take too much for granted, overlooking the simple joys in life. In a world overwhelmed by social media and unrealistic expectations, the importance of cherishing the small things often fades into the background. Let this be a reminder for all of us. Appreciating the small acts, like a kind gesture from a stranger or the helpfulness of customer service, can lead to a happier and more fulfilling life. Lesson 2. Embrace large-scale thinking. Khufu didn't just want a tomb, he envisioned a structure that would stand the test of time. What's your pyramid? Whether it's a career goal, a creative project, or something personal, think big and commit to it fully. It's not about creating a literal monument, but leaving something meaningful behind. Imagine you've always wanted to write a book. Not just any book, but a story so engaging it becomes a source of inspiration for readers across generations. Instead of only focusing on getting it published, envision a greater purpose. Creating a book that could be adapted into various forms like an audiobook, a film, or even a graphic novel. You could plan for it to be accessible in schools or libraries or translated into other languages. This commitment to large-scale thinking will push you to consider every detail, developing rich characters, weaving meaningful themes, and crafting a story that resonates universally. Embracing this pyramid mindset will encourage you to build something lasting, a work that reflects not only your effort, but your dedication to leaving a meaningful legacy. Just as Khufu's vision was grander than simply creating a tomb, your book becomes more than just words on a page. It becomes something that stands the test of time. To conclude, the Pyramids of Giza are not just a marvel of ancient engineering, they're a testament to human vision, teamwork, and determination. And we've only scratched the surface. In Part 2, we'll dive into the mysteries and myths, including the fascinating legacy Khufu hoped to leave behind. So, stay tuned as we continue unraveling the secrets of one of history's greatest wonders. Thanks for joining us on this journey through time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this one. And don't forget, share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and stay inspired.